Hey guys, this is Keith with KJ Aquatics. I just got a box in. I didn't get anything in last week. The weather was pretty crazy. So I held off, but we got a small box here. Not a lot of inventory. I don't like to do big orders. We try to maintain low overhead. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get right into it. Alright? Some nice plants, as usual. Well, that's what I'm expecting. Alright, you guys are gonna see them as I see them, like normal. So let's get right into it. And that's the pecking list. Gotta put my glasses on because I'm getting old and I cannot see. So first off, Anubias Nana Golden. Again, if you guys been following me at all, you guys know that I maintain inventory, so don't be hesitant on contacting me. Don't wait for the next video because I get stuff. I have stuff here already. I thought this was another plant, but that is a nice chunk of rhizome right there. Anubias Nana Golden. This is a nice piece right there. This is a rare Anubias. See the light lime green color. A regular Anubias Nana will be much darker. Very, very nice pieces right here. Anubias Nana Golden. Not super rare, but not very common. So next up, Kleiner Bar Swords. This is one of my favorite, not my favorite, but one of my favorite. Actually, my favorite is the next one coming up. But these are beautiful themselves. Kleiner Bar Swords. Look them up online, see what they turn into. These are medium size right here. They will get nice and big. Kleiner Bar. Alright guys, this is my favorite. Red Reuben. These are red Reuben swords. Very, very nice. Just gotta shake them out a little bit so you can see the color in the leaf. Look them up. These guys have been traveling for a little bit, so they've been squished in a bag. So they're not gonna look their prettiest. Just like you ladies, when you wake up in the morning, you get right out of bed, I guarantee you don't look your prettiest. So he's been on a little bit of a journey, so let them wake up and get their makeup on or whatnot, and they'll be a lot better looking later on. Okay. Next up, Amazon Swords. Amazon Swords, very, very popular sword. He's got some plantlets coming off of them too, right? Pretty nice pieces of Amazon sword, or sections of Amazon sword. Don't have a lot. I ordered much more than this. I ordered a dozen. They only sent 6. So right now the demand on plants and pretty much everything aquarium related is really, really high. People are home. They got that stimulus money, so you know, stimulus is supposed to be paying for groceries, but I guess some people are buying aquarium products. Who knows? Next up, Water Sprite. This is Water Sprite Indian Fern. Alright? You got lace and you got Indian. Well, there's 2 different species of Water Sprite that I know of. There might be more. But this is Water Sprite Indian. Alright, some nice specimens right here. Let me sit this down. Next up, Lucky Bamboo. Alright, you guys have seen this probably at your home centers. You've seen it at the Chinese takeout, Very, very popular. You cannot grow this fully submerged, but you can grow this. Stuff a piece in the back of your hang on the back filter, and it's a great plant. Looks great. It'll get a lot, or get much more fuller than what this is. Lucky bamboo. You can grow it in your tank just as long as you don't fully submerge it. 3/4 of the way, and you're probably good. Just make sure the leaves are above water. So if you got a shallow tank, a lot of betta keepers keep this, and just, you know, in a small tank or a bowl, stuff it in there. Very, very cool. Lucky bamboo. Next up, Nigerian Nadas. All right, this is hard to get, believe it or not. Nigerian Nadas is the legal species of Anacris here in New York. There's another species that's very common in the hobby, Alodia densa. Looks similar to this. The common name is Anacris, but if I just call this Anacris, people are going to ask me what kind it is, and if I don't know it, or I say it's Alodia densa, I could get in trouble because that's actually invasive on my state's list. So this is Nigerian Nadas, an Anacris species, which is legal, no problem, here in New York. Great plant for fry cover. Grows without substrate. It'll grow. I bought it weighted down. You can keep it that way, or you can take the weight off and just let it float. It grows fast, provides great fry cover. So Nigerian Nadas, all right, common name, Anacris. Ludwigia species red, all right, that's what the nursery calls it. If you know the exact species, you're more than welcome to educate me. But I buy this as Ludwigia species red, right? Fairly easy plant that grows medium light. You can't grow this low light, I guarantee that. Does better with higher light and will do best with CO2 injection, right? But you can grow this medium light, low tech, no problem, right? If you want this to turn red, you're going to need high light, all right? And with high light, you're going to need to inject CO2. If you have an imbalance, high light, not enough CO2, you're going to get a lot of algae. So you got to balance it out, all right? So they call this Ludwigia species red. If you look, it's not red. You get the red with high light, right? Not adding extra iron. That's a myth, right? Okay, cool. Let me set these down. These are some nice plants, really, they are. Anubias, I ordered these as assorted, and that's what I got. So these are Anubias. That's lanceolata, I know that one. That's an easy one for me. I believe that's congensis, right? So I'm gonna sell them as assorted because that's how I ordered them. These are some very nice sections of rhizome of the Anubias. Anubias species small, all right? These are very nice. Nice, nice, nice. Wow, I love these guys right here. These are water onions, and they turned out to be a pretty popular plant for us here at KJE. But it's grass-like. The base looks like an onion. So this basically looks like a chive or a scallion. So, but they're called water onion. I don't know the scientific name. I can look it up. If you want to shoot me a message, I can give you the scientific name. but I don't know it off the top of my head. But you see the bulbs there. They look like an onion, right? The grass type plant, easy plant, medium light. Moss balls. Moss balls. These are small right here, but once I put them in water, they're gonna swell up some. All right. Marimo moss balls. These are great for just sucking up extra nutrients, nitrates, nitrites, ammonia. A lot of betta keepers love keeping them in their tank. Minimal care needed. You just put it in. Don't need to plant it, anything. Put it in, just let it roll around and it does its thing. Right? Moss balls. Next up is, let's see here, Crypt Balance. Cryptocrene Balance. Wow, these are nice. I got some in a couple weeks ago that were the cat's butt, and these are rivaling it right here. Crypt Balance. Look at how cool that leaf looks. You got the crinkle to the leaf, like a bronze color, so not your basic green. Crypt Balance. One of my favorite crypts. They get big, so great for background, mid-ground in a large tank. Cryptocrene Balance. I love these guys. Here, Aponigeton Ovaceous. These ain't gonna stick around long, I could already tell that. I sent some recently to my buddy Mike from Michael's Fish Room, and he did a video just recently on his planted tank. So I know I get a lot of people contact me after they watch stuff or watch his videos. I appreciate it, Mike. Anyways, I sent some to them, and they're doing really well. They look really good. I don't have a lot of these. They're gonna sell out fast. Aponigeton Ovaceous. Look them up online. See what they look like. Easy plant. Gets nice and big and grows pretty fast. Not much more to say, except it's easy and grows fast. Minimal care. Good stuff. Java Ferns mats. Java Fern mats. They didn't get many. These look good. Java Fern mats. Very nice. That's not one plant. That's at least 10 plants. So when you see the price on my list, don't get scared, because it's not one plant. It's a lot of plants, right? I sell these for $14.99, but each individual plant here at your local fish store is going to sell minimum $3. So there's at least 10 plants on here, so you do the math, right? Next up, red mangrove. All right, this is another plant like lucky bamboo that you do not grow submerged, right? These are sustainably grown, because some people have contacted me and said it's illegal to harvest mangrove. Well, you know what? It's not illegal to grow it, all right? And it's not illegal to grow it sustainably. And that's what the nursery's doing with these right now. These are really nice too. That's a lot of leaves right there. So red mangrove, you can grow these just like you would lucky bamboo, partially submerged, not fully submerged. Grow it in the back of your hang on the back filter. You could put you can grow them right in the substrate, as long as the top part of the plant is above the water level. So red mangrove, these are some really nice ones. I don't get a lot of them in stock because They're not a hot selling plant. They got their niche, and they're kind of expensive. So I'm not gonna stock 30 of them. I get a few at a time, just to keep them in inventory. All right. Next up, Sagittaria narrow leaf bunched. This is Sagittaria, not Dwarf Sag. This is narrow leaf. So Sagittaria subulata. All right. These are a few plants in a bunch, and they're just tied up with a weight. Very, very nice plants. Easy. Low to medium light, grass type plant. Gets anywhere from 6 to 12 inches tall. Again, not a lot to say about them except they're easy. You'll like them. They'll look good in your tank. Italian Vallisneria. I love this Vallisneria. Again, you see the theme with the plants that we get here at KJE is easy. I don't do high tech. You're not gonna see me really getting into CO2 injection, because the fun of the hobby is, to me, is keeping it simple. For me. Now, if you want to get high tech, that's great and enjoy it. It's just not something that I do. I like to keep stuff simple. I stay too busy to get too technically involved. All right, so kind of a nice way of saying kind of stupid. All right, so I don't get into the CO2 injection, the high tech highlights. The fertilizers I use are basic, all in one. We use Thrive fertilizers. There's no math in measuring this out. It's 1 pump per 10 gallons, 1 to 3 times a week, depending on what the plants look like. This right here is Thrive C. So this is engineered more for low-tech tanks. We stock it, we sell it. This is a great product. We stock Thrive C, Thrive S, which is specifically formulated for shrimp tanks, even though all Thrive formulas are shrimp safe. We also have Thrive Plus, which is for tanks with a lower pH and for people doing high tech, right? So, anyways, that's it on Thrive. But Italian Vallisneria, very easy plant, grass type looking plant. Love vals. Right? These get about probably about 2 foot. All right. So keep that over there. Put this here. Banana plants. Wow, these are cool too. They got a lot of roots to these. Nice leaf structure. Banana plants. These have been around the hobby for pretty much ever, since I was a little kid. So I've been in the hobby probably since I was probably maybe, I'm guessing 10 years old, 8 years old. And these been in the hobby since way before that. And I'm not no spring chicken, so they've been around a while. But very easy plant. You don't have to plant them in substrate. You just drop them in, let them do their thing. The leaves will grow up to the surface, have a lily type leaf. Very cool looking. I love these guys. And they get their name from the rhizome, basically, because of the banana looking like rhizome. I promise I'm almost done. Tiger Lotus. right? Those big beautiful plants that you see start out like this little chunky meatball, but this little chunky meatball will turn into a nice beautiful tiger lotus. Whether it's green or red, I can't determine that right now from the bulb, but the plants come both ways. I'll show you. I have plenty growing out right now. And we sell them at various stages of how big they are. But this is tiger lotus. Look at the color of the leaf. It's a red, purple looking leaf. Get this big leaf. It's like a big elephant ear. Gorgeous, gorgeous plants. I love these guys. Tiger lotus. So those little nuggets you saw will turn into that. And that plant right there that I just showed you is actually that I sell that one as a medium to large, but it gets much, much larger than that. All right. Before I get into the last bag of plants, we do stock a lot of driftwood. So this is just a restock of spiderwood small. So contact me if you're interested in driftwood, because I do have it. I got different size pieces. I buy them size. So these are small, right? Each piece of wood is unique, so it's natural. So you're not gonna get something that looks exactly the same. Again, I order them small. This piece is actually more of a medium, but they sold it to me as a small. It's a pretty good sized piece. All right. Spiderwood. I have bigger pieces than those too. All right, let's get into this. Some of this stuff is already sold, so see what I got. Dwarf Sagittaria. Probably the most popular low-tech carpeting plant. People ask all the time, what's a good low-tech, low-light carpeting plant? Well, right there, folks. Dwarf Sagittaria. Right? This is sold already, so I'm not even going to show it, but it's Japanese Pennywort. So Dwarf Sagittaria, Dwarf Hairgrass. These are already all pre-sold, so I'm not even going to show them because I don't want people hounding me. The only one out of these potted plants that is not a special order was the Dwarf Sagittaria. But, well, let me take that back. Let me take that back because pearlweed. A couple of these are sold. This is one that's not special order. But if you heard me talk about this before, pearlweed is a very versatile plant. You can grow this in the substrate, so you can grow it as a carpeting plant. You can grow it and just let it do its thing and not ever trim it, and it'll get big and bushy. Or you can float it, and it'll grow either way. So, pretty versatile plant, which is pearlweed. Nice plant. All right. With that, that's all I got, and I appreciate you guys if you stuck around and watched the whole thing. If I bored you, I apologize. If I didn't, then hope you enjoyed it. But other than that, I'm done, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.